What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming.
Shut up and sit down.
Thank you very much for joining me. I'm your buddy Big Johnny G, and this is another episode of Two Gun Pixies Tabletop Takeout Tuesday. This isn't a full review, this is just bullet points as to why myself, my wife, 2GP partner Tom Vulo, or one of the many 20-sided warriors may have enjoyed a game once it's hit our table. So let's talk about Imperial Assault. I have been enjoying this game for years. Shortly after it came out, I was on top of this. I was on top of this game because we get to play Star Wars. I mean, like, really playing Star Wars. Like, feeling like you're in the universe. Being part of the Rebels. Or running an entire Imperial Armada against the Rebel players. It really makes you feel like you're in the action. Not just one small microdose of it. Like running goods across the galaxy. Like capturing bounty hunters. Like trying to escape a Death Star. No, this is literally living through a Star Wars story. First-person viewpoint. Yeah, I want that. I want more of that. Not only do I want more of that, this game is giving me and the other players a cinematic story that's unfolding before us. Not only is it unfolding before us, but we're partly writing this story as it's going. Yes, there's the bones of the story from beginning to end in a campaign. But we're playing it out. It's up to the players whether they're successful or not. The Imperial, whether they are successful or not. You are creating almost as much of the story as you are living it. And it's giving a light RPG feel in the sense that characters are going to increase in skills and abilities. They're going to get better gear than they could have ever had as starting characters. And it pulls it together, yes, to give it a light RPG feel without being completely engrossed in the whole bigger, larger role-playing of the whole game, but still giving you enough of that sensation to make you feel like you are running an RPG. The missions are ever evolving. Because whether you win or lose, you are still getting to advance to the next story. But what is the next story? Sometimes that is completely dependent on whether your side won or lost. That is going to change how much experience you get to dish out to the party members. It's going to change some of the gear that you get. It could very well and usually does change what the next mission will be. It's dependent on whether you won or lost. And it's not just the Rebels. If you're playing this game without the app, because our app can run it for you as the Imperials. But if you have an Imperial player, then they too are gaining. Well, even the app is gaining things, but that's sort of off screen. You don't get to see or know about that. But the Imperial player is going to make advances just like the Rebels. He or she is going to get access to new and different cards, abilities, troops. So winning is more important than just the fact that, hey, I won that board. No, this has now become your lifeline to future missions. Yeah, that's what it is. Winning a mission or losing it is affecting your lifeline of missions down the galactic path. Now, before I go on, because it really is my favorite thing to do about this aspect of the game, let me just mention before I forget that although I really do enjoy this game and I think it shines in the Imperial versus Rebel mode, storytelling, cinematic version of the game, there is a head-to-head that can be played with just 2 players instead of the 4 heroes and 1 Imperial, or 4 heroes and the Imperial app. You can play just head-to-head. One person is the Imperial troops, another player is the Rebels, and you have a mission board. And the mission boards are different for head-to-head than they are going to be for your storyboard version of it. that's a nice touch. Now, although you're going to be playing, quote, random characters that you haven't heard before or seen before, maybe some of them are from a book or a novel or a previous Fantasy Flight Star Wars game, but you're not playing the biggies. You're not playing the iconic characters. They're still in the game. Yeah, they're still in the game. They will be encountered in certain missions as background characters. Sometimes you're helping them. Sometimes they help you. There's also missions, if you get the specific Hero Pack or Rebel Pack or Imperial Pack, that can be used to bring them directly onto your team for a mission. So, although you are not playing Luke and Han and Chewie, Leia, you are going to be accessing them, and even Vader, through the course of the game. And that is hella fun. So yeah, there are expansions, as I mentioned. I believe the system at this point is over, but even being over, don't take that negatively. There's so many expansions between the large box expansions and then a couple of small box expansions with each of the boxes, and then there's the Rebel Hero packs and the Imperial Villain packs. You're not going to hit a dead end. I seriously doubt it. Unless this is the only game you ever end up playing, you're not going to hit a dead end with this. More than enough material has already been put out. But it is really going to drag you into the Star Wars universe. I think that's the real purpose of the game, because that's what I and everyone else that I know of who's played this, that's what we've gotten from this. That this is a hardcore drag your ass into the Star Wars universe style of game. And that makes it worth it. I think it does, as a huge Star Wars fan. I enjoy feeling like I'm in the Star Wars universe. Don't you? That's why you play the MMOs, right? Well, maybe they're better getting you into a game mentally, your suspension of disbelief. But as far as board games go, you're not going to beat Imperial Assault. No, sir. I don't think so. Maybe nuanced, something maybe a better bounty game, but an overall experience of running around the Star Wars universe, yeah, it's been behind me the whole time. Imperial Assault. Go for it. If you're a Star Wars fan, or you're just a fan of very involved RPG-like games, you need to go check out Star Wars Imperial Assault.